Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Hello, how are you? Good. Hey, how are
Good,
you?
yes.
How are you? How are
Good.
you, Simon? Good.
Good, man.
That's good to hear. Hope everyone's having a good time, or no, well, at home, had the dinner and ready to just, rest up and watch some TV or something like that. But I hope you're watching our live stream today.
Watching our episode of health and wellness.
Health and wellness, and I hope it's you're enjoying these little series of ours. So, and like I said, but I guess right now, everyone, please be safe. I mean, right now, it's,
there's a lot of COVID cases popping up in Sydney.
Yeah, so please be safe, everyone, and stay at home and
social distance
and everything. But yeah, I mean, how have you been, Simon? Good?
Yeah, been good. This last couple of days been at home.
Yeah,
really haven't been doing too much except a bit of exercise and resting up.
Rest up. Yeah. I guess that's important. Keeping your body rested up and well rested and relaxed.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so let's get started. So I guess the topic today is all about: are we ready to feel and live younger? And I think the very thing is, how can we make ourselves feel younger, right?
Yeah.
So I'll let you get started, Simon, and we'll work from there.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Why do we lose energy as we age?
Well, I guess as we age, I mean, one thing is make sure as we get older, it doesn't automatically that we are getting less active, right? We still got to be active in normal ways, but one thing is usually our energy level starts to drop is because of the changes in our body, and the changes in our body actually is based on both the genes and also environmental factor that leads to the alterations in our cells that causes aging, such as like aging in muscles, right? So such as like losing mass and strength, and maybe even becoming less flexible as we get older, right? And obviously, as a result of that, most of us, when we do some activities that's a little bit more strenuous and all that, we start to go, we're getting more tired and all that, which I feel at times, I get that,
We're getting old.
We're getting old, man. We're getting old.
You're getting old.
But yeah, I mean, like that generally happens to everyone, as we start to get older. Right. And I think, one thing is gene expression is probably one of the most important part. Apart from environmental, I mean, we obviously, as we mentioned a few series ago, or a few of our live videos about, as we age, our body gets exposed to a lot of toxins and all that, and that's definitely environmental. But the most important part, on the second part that I wanted to mention, is actually gene expression. So gene expression, basically, as we age, it starts to change, and when it starts to change, it leads to like decline in cellular energy production. That's one thing, and increasing in cellular waste and toxic byproducts. And how does that work is basically, as that all comes in effect, it becomes like a downward spiral. We're not our cells are not working as well as it used to be. It's not detoxing as well as it used to be. So basically, we're not detoxing. As we get age, our cells are detoxing faster than fast enough as when we're younger. But our toxin buildup gets higher. So basically, as we age, it just gets worse and worse over time. And so that's why through that downward spiral, we actually, we lose the ability to feel younger. Because that spiral just keeps getting worse and worse. And basically how it works is basically in the youth, basically I'm gonna explain it very basically. When we're young, our cells has the ability to purify itself faster than having more toxic load, basically. But as we start to age, our toxic load actually becomes more dominant then our purification, so cells' ability to purify. So that would actually make our body starts to feel like, oh, we're losing energy, and like everyone's starting to say like, I need a cup of coffee a day, or 2 to 3 cups of coffee, or we need a bottle. Remember, like people want V and they want Red Bull. Those energy drinks, right? But obviously they lead to unhealthy lifestyle and not good for your body, because there's a lot of taurine and all that type of thing. So obviously those things kind of affects our body too. And some things like I wanted to share about, like basically is the youth gene clusters. So great thing about what happened is, as we age, we want to look at these youth gene clusters. As we get younger, well, when we're younger, our cells act differently. So certain things that are currently active, let's just say it's green right now. Active is green, red is inactive. So certain genes in our body, when we're young, certain genes in our body is very active, but certain part of our youth gene clusters are also inactive, right?
Yep.
So that's when we're young. But when we start to become older, those genes start to flip. So the ones that were active becomes inactive, and the ones that were inactive becomes active.
Yeah.
So it flips it the other way around, and that's when you're starting to feel that those our youth gene clusters are starting to slow down and change. So basically the productivity of, basically as we're younger, the productivity of our cells are more youthful. Basically, if we can make those youth gene clusters act as it used to be when we were younger, then basically the productivity of our cells improve and makes us feel more youthful in feeling. So yeah, so that's something that I wanted to share. I mean, a little very detailed explanation.
that's a lot of detail.
Yeah, it is a lot of detail. I hope everyone can take that in, and I hope I expressed it in a very basic format for everyone. I hope they understand. So that's the first question, and I want to lead you to the second question, which is, how can we maintain our energy levels?
Yeah. So, doing it naturally, not talking about supplements first, what can you do? Eat well, sleep well, that's basically it, and exercise well to help you get more energy, right? So eating, you can control, you can get it from your normal diet, you can have, you have the option, you make the choices of eating good food or junk food, it's your choice, resting well, sleeping early or sleeping late, your choice. And then exercising, you choose to do it or you choose to skip it. And these 3 things are a big part of a healthy lifestyle. And then whatever you can't get out of it, or if you want to even optimize it even more, you turn to supplements. And that the past few weeks we've been talking about supplements, and that's the best way to improve or add on to those 3. Those 3 are the main 3 points. And so how can we actually do it? We have to have a good lifestyle of the 3 combinations, or the combination of the 3. And supplementation, we are talking today about R-squared, which is a day product and a night product, which we'll go into with the next question.
Next one. Okay, so very detailed and brief explanation. That's hopefully everyone got that, and that's good explanation. Yeah.
So what is this product? What is R-squared?
All right. Okay. Now I'll share a little bit about R-squared. Basically, very briefly. Basically, simple terms, it targets aging at its source. So what? Targeting our aging at its source. So basically with R-squared, when this came out, it was one of the biggest hit products. It was amazing. People started to feel different. They had energy levels start to change and all that, because it targets 3 parts of our dimensions of energy. So something that this does, R squared, is it actually identifies, target, and reset the youth gene clusters related to cellular energy production and cellular purification. Now, as I mentioned on the previous question that he just asked me about, how do we, about the youth gene clusters, and our cells. Basically, our body has these cells and these mitochondria, and in these mitochondria, there's little things called ATPs. They produce energy. They grab basically grabbing the energy from the food that we eat, and then it produces as energy in our body. And as these mitochondria, as these cells starts to age, obviously, like I said, purification's not as, the toxic waste starts to build up a lot more faster than normal. So what age-lock does is the very first part of R squared, of this supplement, is it helps give us energy. So a lot of people say, I need a cup of coffee, or 2 or 3 cups of coffee, or give me a can of energy drink. These are the things that are strong signs of aging, that we just don't have enough energy. So this one here actually gives us that energy in the morning. And then at night time, the most important part that we need to do is detoxing it. So R squared is detoxing. The night formula actually detoxes our cells. So as we start to take this supplement, it starts to give us energy on an ongoing basis every day, when we start taking it on a daily basis. The next thing is we need to detox. So very, very important, because we need to make sure that we get the energy, but because of the waste or the things that we get bombarded with on a daily basis, our cells get actually flooded with these toxins, and we can't get rid of these toxins as fast as we used to when we were younger. So we need this product to help us go in there, go into the cells, and start cleaning up. Removing those excess toxins that our body cannot release or get rid of fast enough, right? So this product is a very powerful product combination. Works on targeting our youth gene clusters, which is called YGCs, related to cellular purification, energy production, giving us youth. And like I mentioned, it promotes 3-dimensional parts of vitality that typically decline as we age. And basically, the 3 is age in the physical vigor, mental acuity, and sexual health. And someone will say, I don't need all that, but as we age, some of them goes down. It goes down, and everything goes down as energy levels. So the most important part, some will say sexual health is more important. Some say it's mental acuity.
They're all important.
And exactly. And I think they're important. Yeah. So I think as we age, we do need something that helps us giving that energy. And something that I would probably want to share with you about R squared is something. We go and target the sources. So like I said, it's targeting the source of aging. As most products out there, it targets the symptoms. So it's only the surface of our product. So with this one and most of our products, we don't just yes, we target the signs and the symptoms, but we go and target the actual source of it. So that's something very important. And I'll probably give you a quick analogy of how it works. Is imagine that you had your tap running in your bathroom, and I guess we've heard about this a few times already. Imagine you left the tap open, you forgot, you left, you walked out, and then eventually you came back home, and the whole house was flooded, right? Now, what would you do first? First of all, would you start mopping up, or would you turn off the tap, right? So
of course, start turning off the tap first,
exactly, right? You want to target the source. So we want to turn off that tap. But I've had some people that tell me that, we'll start mopping first. But if you can't get water still running, it's still going to keep going, right? So we want to go and turn off that tap first, and then start cleaning up. And that's something that I wanted to share. I hope you got that analogy there.
Cool. Thanks for that.
No worries, you're welcome. So I guess that leads to the next question is, why is R squared so unique?
Yeah, so R squared is so unique because of its science. So firstly, it's a natural blend of ingredients. So it's got ginseng, pomegranate, and cordyceps. Now those are the three main ingredients, along with a few others. But it also has no preservatives, no dairy, no what's the other one?
No dairy.
No preservatives, no dairy.
Dairy.
I've forgotten the other one. Sorry. But yeah, but those three, our company's done a lot of tests. And how do you do tests on different blends of products? You know, you have to have some way of measuring. And so we've got a heat map, which is a gene chip. So that actually tells you, like Garrett was saying before, you know, some of your cells actually turn on at a later stage in life, and then some of it turn off at a later stage in life. You know, so how do we tell that from it working, or how do we make sure that's actually working? So we've got that gene chip that actually, well, we get a sample and it actually tells you how it looks when you're 18. And then we did another test, how we look when we're about 50. And then when we did another test, the third test, we did it with this R squared ingredient. So the person was actually taking R squared. And so the third one was actually a reading was 97% similar to the first one when we were 18. So we're not saying that we can actually reverse time. We can actually influence your genes to become younger again. Yeah. So with all this science, you know, a lot of companies out there don't actually have a measuring device to be able to tell you if it's working or not. A lot of the times you take supplements, you don't know if it's working. Last week we covered biophotonic scanner, and it's actually another measuring device. You know, it measures you know, where you're at now, and then where you're at, well, after taking the product, where you're going to be, you know, and that's what you are after taking those products. So another one right here, we have the gene chip, which is a measuring, you know, telling you what you are after taking these products. So yeah, I pride on our company being able to have zero debt and actually being able to pull through all these unique, so extraordinary science. Just backing all these products.
Yeah, I mean, like we've got how many products? We've got well over 300 plus products worldwide. You know, we've got. I mean, if you can, I don't know what company out there has that, whether in skincare or in healthcare, would have more than 75 in-house scientists on board working on our basically products day in, day out, having the 6S quality checks. I don't think there's many out there. I don't think I've ever heard of any that's got that many things out there that would do all that. And that's something that's very important, like as you mentioned, and obviously safety is very important for us. And another thing that you mentioned about the gene chip, it was another thing is that those chips cost a lot of money. Each one that those gene chips cost a lot of money, which tons of money, just to understand how these ingredients work or how these products work. So another thing was that we also tested multiple products. You know, young, old, after R squared, but we've also, prior to that, we tested a lot of other ingredients to see how it actually benefited or changed our bodies, our youth gene clusters, how close can it get? And obviously there's many different things, ingredients that we tested, and then we chose the closest one that would suit our youth gene clusters. And that's why the most three important ingredient that I forgot to mention was that we have cordyceps in there, ginseng, and pomegranate. Those are our three main key ingredients, and obviously our age-lock blend, which is the most powerful brand out right now. It's been around for 10 years now. About 10 years, about 10 years, and we've done well over $10 billion in sales already. Just in regards to just age-lock range, not including all the other new skin range or Farm Next range. I'm just talking about age-lock. range itself. A $10 billion brand, that's $1 billion a year. So think about the mass, how big it is right now.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, so
Very massive.
Yeah, definitely very massive. And the next question,
I mean, we can do a bit of sharing here.
Yeah, definitely. This is our quick sharing time.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been taking this product for quite some time already. And, what have you felt?
When I took it, I'll say like I definitely had more energy. I definitely had more energy. I felt a bit more lively. Like I don't know if it's more lively, but like let's just say energetic. Okay. I just felt more energetic on a daily basis. I don't need to rely on a cup of coffee on a daily basis to keep me running. Personally, I don't drink any energy drinks. Sometimes I do used to take about a cup or maybe 2 cups of coffee. But nowadays I probably have 1 or probably not even any because my bodies just don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
And obviously because it's detoxing and giving me energy on a daily basis and also detoxing, so it's purifying my cells regularly. Yeah. So that's just my personal experience. One of my friends' experience, basically they felt. Yeah, same thing. They just felt energetic over time. Obviously, it's not like you take it today, tomorrow you're like, woo, Obviously, it takes a bit of time. Like sometimes it might be because you've got a lot of toxin buildup, so you might need that process. You might need to take a couple of weeks to a few months, possibly. Just depending on how healthy you are in general, or how unhealthy you are. Obviously, I'll say unhealthier, the more toxins are built up in your body. And if you're quite on a more healthy person that eats properly and clean and all that, you might feel it more faster. Like I said, it does vary on person.
Yeah, the thing with supplements is actually there's no. Like in games, there's no health potion that's going to get you healed up or healthy straight away. It does take time. It could take 3 months. It could take half a year. It could take a year. Depending on how healthy you are and how much toxins you have in your body, and these products how hard they have to work to clean up. I've got one too. Yeah. So I used to work as in a printing company, and I used to do lamination, and it was a lot of heavy lifting, and I got tired. At the end of the day, I drove home, and those micro slips started kicking in. Started nodding at the wheel.
Oh, that's not good. You should be technically you should be resting. And not driving.
So basically, I wanted to get home, right? And so, every day I would take a energy drink. It's not the small cans, it's the big cans. I think that was a 500 ml. I think that was 500 mils. Red Bull. I actually enjoyed the taste.
You enjoyed the taste.
But basically, after taking this, I noticed I stopped taking energy drinks as well. I noticed that I wasn't nodding at the wheel anymore, and I could actually drive normally and be home with a lot of energy. And that was at that time I didn't really eat well. At that time I didn't do exercise, and I was actually playing online games and sleeping really late. So I did none of those three.
You always love your games and late nights, right?
But actually, after taking this product, I could actually feel that, my body was getting the energy. So it's not like a massive spike like energy drinks give you. Exactly. And then once the effects wear off, it actually goes down. It's not like that. It's a maintained up and then a maintained down. So you don't crash, at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That I remember that crashing feeling when you have those energy drinks. Coffee's not bad, but the energy drinks give you that boom and then.
It's all the sugar and you know,
the guarana, and those things that contouring, that keeps us you know, up and down, and that massive crash. You know?
So the daytime, you know, I took the supplement, you know, the daytime supplement, and then nighttime when I go to sleep, or just before I go to sleep, I just take the capsules in, and it helps me to get a better quality sleep, and it actually helps me to purify my cells. You know, it's basically like a battery. You know, you use it long enough, it starts to wear out, but then the whole process of your body's battery, the mitochondria, is it builds up a lot of toxins, and so when the nighttime formula goes in, it actually helps it with detoxing. I mean, your body already does that as a natural function, but then, you know, nighttime formula goes in there, and it actually helps it. It assists. I guess that's what supplements are. You know, it actually assists you.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you can't actually have just supplements and not have your veggies.
Exactly.
You know, you have to have proper food. You have to have that. Otherwise, you know, it just wouldn't work.
Exactly. I mean, I think that's important. Like, one thing is, yes, supplementing is important. That basically benefits our body, aiding whatever we are lacking in. But second thing is, we need to eat healthy. You know, eating healthy, keeping a well-balanced diet. You know, eating your fruits, as you mentioned, fruits, the vegetables, your meats, your non-meats, and your carbs. You know, in the right proportion, then your body will be in a healthy state, so that you can live a more youthful life.
Yeah. I guess that's basically a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You know, live a healthier, youthful life.
Exactly, and I think that's something that we wanted to share today. And I think next week we've got something else coming along, and keep you guys updated. Definitely keep us. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday. If you have any questions about every product, you know, feel free to leave a question below in the comments, and we can actually get back to you.
100%. You know, just PM us directly on Messenger, whatever you contact with us. And then just ask us some questions. We're definitely more than happy to assist or share some more information for you guys.
Absolutely.
So hope you guys enjoyed this evening. Thank you for watching. And
thank you guys.
Thank you, and definitely have a lovely week. Stay safe, everyone. And that's the end of our live stream session.
A weekly session.
Yeah, exactly. Hope you enjoy it, and take care.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Bye bye.
See you. Good night.
Good night.